swept by the Cubs to open up our home campaign. I didn't see this one coming. Today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am your host, Booney, one name, all passion. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen of the day. I'm from the Bay Area, been a diehard A's fan since '81. This isn't just another A's podcast. This is the most informative and insightful show on the A's, period. We cover the A's every single day, breaking down games, delivering the latest team news, and giving you deep, thoughtful analysis you will not find anywhere else. If it's happening in Sacramento or in Las Vegas, we got you covered. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. And please hit that subscribe button wherever you are following the show. I like it. I like the trade. We got at least something for him. It makes sense. That kid Duran is supposed to be a pretty good prospect. I didn't think we were going to get anything for him. So I do like the trade a lot. I liked Ruiz a lot, but I didn't know where he was going to play or where he was going to fit in. Yeah, you could say that, Daniel. You're absolutely right. It was very subpar, my friend. No question about it. I mean, there's no really sugarcoating the last 3 days, right? The A's have a day off tomorrow, but we head to Colorado on Friday and for 3, and then back home against the Padres and Mets for 2 3-game sets. And the next week is absolutely crucial for the A's. I went to 2 of the 3 games in this homestand. I went to the opening night, and I went to today. Jay Poo, you're right. Rooker is hitting a little bit. Yeah, no question. It wasn't pretty. The whole series wasn't pretty, man. The Cubs completed a sweep with a dominant 10-2 win. They outscored the A's 35-9 in the series, and today was another tough outing, man. To strike out on his first at bat and a home run, never let him. I guess, yeah. Oh, the whole series was as bad as it gets. The whole series was as bad as it gets. Like I said, they were outscored 35-9. And for me, it was more of their energy that was a turnoff. It didn't seem like they competed much. It seemed like their minds were somewhere else. They didn't have a whole lot of energy. The team that took the field in Seattle and the team that took the field in Sacramento, to me, were 2 completely different teams. And I'm not talking about performance. It just looked like once we got to the 5th inning and it got to a certain point, I don't want to say the A's quit, but they had 0 sense of urgency. And that includes everybody. That includes everybody from top to bottom. The only kid I would say in the whole series that didn't have that was Wilson. It was brutal. I mean, game started out with some promise today. We didn't give up 12 runs in the first inning. Jeffrey Springs took the mound for the A's, and he had some trouble finding his rhythm early. He managed to escape the first inning without allowing a run, despite a single from Happ and a walk to Suzuki. Springs got Tucker and Turner to fly out and struck out Swanson to end the inning. Not perfect, but manageable. And then in the bottom of the first, we went down 1-2-3. Didn't even threaten. Yeah, pitching was bad. I mean, that was my concern. I don't know if you remember. going into the Seattle series and coming out of spring training, I said, hey, pitching is going to be a huge concern, but hey, they proved me wrong. What were they? First 19 innings, they gave up 1 run. It was terrible, man. It was just rough. Levi, I hear you right now. My goal is for the team to have some energy. If they compete in Colorado and let's say they lose 2 of 3, I'm happy with that. If they show some energy, it's early in the season still, right? We didn't fight back last year, believe it or not, until May to get to 500. We're 3 out in our division now. It's super early. We're 6 games in. I'm more concerned about the energy we're bringing to the ballpark and the A's competing game in and game out. And we didn't do that in Chicago. And we did that in Seattle. We didn't look good in Seattle, but we competed. And we did not compete this series. Not at all. Not at all. Not one bit. Yeah, I was going to get to that a little bit, Bamboo. All off season, and obviously I got to be critical of myself on this one. All off season, I was for Sacramento. I lived in Sacramento for a short period of time, late in early 2000, and I had season tickets to the Kings. It was phenomenal. They have a phenomenal fan base. And the mistake that was made, and I knew it was going to be a mistake, was not adopting the Sacramento name. For me, it made no sense why he did that. 0 sense why Fisher did that. And I don't blame the fans, right? You already have a team that is going to be there temporarily. So it's hard to really get vested into that. But on top of that, when the team's not even going to use your name, your city's name, where you're playing, it's just stupid. It's just, and that's the thing that drives me nuts about Fisher. Listen, I've said my piece as far as who I believe is to blame for the A's leaving Oakland. I've said that on numerous occasions. It's, in my opinion, 100%. Actually, I know it is. From 2019 to 2024, it's 100% on the Oakland government. But this is the stuff why this is the type of crap Fisher does that gets, it's hard to defend him. It's hard to defend him. And that's what really bothers me. Yeah. Well, hey, not right now. They don't have a whole lot of talent right now, man. I mean, and like I said, I don't mind the result of the game. I mind the energy they're bringing. Levi, I think that lineup is legitimate. There's no question about it. That lineup from top to bottom is good. They're pitching. Come on. They're pitching. They don't. The only good pitcher they have is Imanaga, and we didn't see him this series. Steele is okay, but their bullpen's terrible. And for us to get blown out the way we did, no. Nope. That's a good question. So my initial answer is it sucked. Okay. But with that being said, it's hard to tell. The Cubs scored 4 runs in the first inning in the first 2 games. None of the games were competitive. Today, they scored 4 runs in the second inning. So there was nothing competitive about any of the games to see how the vibe was. The closest the A's got in any of the games, they got within 2 runs yesterday in the 4th and 3 runs in the 5th on Wednesday. So it's hard to tell. But yeah, it seemed like a dead crowd, but it was a dead series as well. How do you really How do you get on the back of that series? And that's what made it really, really hard. Kurt's mashed again tonight, huh? Yeah, he's something. Some Ferrari guy, unfortunately, our problems are way past Kurt's. Kurt's, is not going to be wearing a cape anytime. I love Kurtz. Don't get me wrong. He does mash, but he's not. The problem goes way deeper than him, man. If you saw this team, it just had zero life. I know Townsend made fun of an LAA on phones in the locker room, but just got some side of fan base seems to be enjoying our. Yeah, part of what I wish, believe it or not, I'm first of all, I'm glad they're not in Oakland as far as a temporary home. Okay, as far as a temporary home, obviously not happy that they left. Wish some sort of deal could have been made, but as far as a temporary home, I'm glad they're gone. I thought Sacramento deal was going to be better, and if I knew that he was going to use the name and just not use Sacramento, just go play in Vegas. Go play in the Aviator Stadium. It's a better ballpark than the Sutter Health. That would have made a lot more sense just to get away from the noise. And I think that's what I'm most tired of, is just all the noise. Looking for a snack that's both delicious and nutritious? Crack into a good source of protein with Wonderful Pistachios. Wonderful Pistachios is one of the highest protein nuts. Each 1 ounce serving has 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. Plus, they are packed with fiber and better for you unsaturated fats to help you feeling fuller longer. Personally, I love the no shells variety. It's the perfect grab and go snack for busy days, whether I'm snacking at my desk, on a road trip, or just need a quick protein boost. They are always my go-to. And if you love cracking open every shell for that satisfying crunch, the in-shell options are a classic favorite. The fact that Wonderful Pistachios is a complete protein, providing all 9 essential amino acids. How these little green wonders pack a protein punch. No shells, Wonderful Pistachios for that grab and go ease. The satisfying crack of opening each shell, it's like snack meditation. Whether you are running between meetings or dropping off the kids, Wonderful Pistachios are the snack that works as hard as you do. Get stacking and get cracking with the snack that packs a protein punch. Visit wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more. The opening night broadcast tech 2 is I didn't see it. I did not see it. I was at the game. At one point, they were looping radio commercials is that right? I didn't see it. I was at the game on opening night. What happened, Bamboo? It was on. Are you talking about NBC Sports Bay Area? I didn't see that. But I mean, look at some of the stats for the series, guys. Like, here it gives you an idea. Soderstrom, after a ridiculously hot start against Seattle, 1 for 12 in the series. Muncy, 1 of 11 with 5 strikeouts. Langoliers, 2 of 11. Jacob Wilson, 5 of 9. He was 3 of 4 today. Blade, 2 of 11. Rooker was good, 4 of 12. Schumann only got 2 at bats. That was a little disappointing. Urshela was bad, 1 of 8. Pitching. Here's another fun stat for you guys. You want to hear something crazy? You want to know how many walks we gave up in this series? 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Yesterday, 3, 15, 16, 20 walks. You know how many walks we have on the year so far? 34 walks. 3 hits batsmen, I think 37 free passes in 6 games. And I believe we've made an error in every single game. I know today, Urias had one at third. Soderstrom on opening night had one at first, and he actually made a hell of a play today as well. And then Muncy yesterday had an error as well. I know Langoliers had 2 errors in Seattle. Yeah. Just got to take 3 in Colorado and hit break. Colorado's not going to be easy, some Ferrari guy. Not the way we're playing right now. Yeah, I'm hoping we can take 2. If you tell me right now we can take 2, I mean, I wouldn't take it. I would marry it. I'd literally get down on one knee and propose to winning 2 out of 3 in Colorado. I'm worried about the Rockies. Are you kidding me? Hey, the A's team right now shouldn't be overlooking anybody. Right now, the way they look this series, they look like 2023, the team that lost 110. I'm not kidding. I know the Cubs have good hitting, but we were bad, man. We were really, really bad, and we didn't compete, and that's what I hated most about it. So we got more problems, and then we have to come back to Sutter Health and play San Diego and the Mets. We thought the Cubs were tough. Those 2 teams are World Series contenders. I mean, the Cubs are going to be fighting to win the Central and get to the playoffs. We're talking about the Mets and Padres. Forget about it. It's going to be rough, man. But like I said, the whole thing also, what I talked about with regard to the A's in the offseason was culture. I felt like they were building a culture. And it was dead this weekend. It was dead. I was bummed out on Lawrence Butler's comments after game 1 with regard to playing in a minor league park. He kind of indirectly complained about it a little bit. I didn't like Fisher came out. I mean, Fisher has, I don't know what's more likely. Fisher saying something in public or seeing Bigfoot. It's about the same probability. But the more I think of it, Fisher should just not say anything. Because if he talks about how intimate this ballpark is again, I'm going to go nuts. Because it's not intimate. It's just downsized. It's just a smaller ballpark. It's just any other Major League Baseball park without a second level. That's all it is. There's nothing great about the ballpark. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's be honest. I mean, let's not BS here. Thoughts is the batting order. Try Wilson lead off, Butler at 2, Rooker cleanup. Max is only good when he plays daily. Muncy or Schumann? Muncy has been playing daily. I mean, Muncy's starting almost every game. He played all 3 against the Cubs. He went 1 for 4, 0 for 3, 0 for 4. He's played every single game. He's started 5 of the 6 of 7 games. So Muncy's literally playing every single game, man. And he's had one big hit, and that was in opening night against the Cubs, the double. That's it. The home run he hit in Seattle, that was when the game was already decided in a 7-0 blowout. So, yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean, Wilson is a great 2-hitter, but also, remember something, GW. Last year, in June and July and August, when the A's were playing their best baseball, okay, Lawrence Butler and Brent Rooker were their 2 best players. You know who try to guess who the 3rd best player was. And there you go. Schumann, you got it right. Absolutely. And he hit the 9-hole, and every type of rally that got started came from Schumann in that 9-hole. And I think the idea is that Kotze is thinking Wilson will be that 9 guy. Unfortunately, when it gets to the top of the order, it's not doing anything. Today, Wilson batted sixth, but for, I believe, 4 or 5 of the 7 games he started, he's been in the 9 hole. Ever check your bank account and wonder, where did all my money go between dining out, online shopping, and entertainment? It's easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app, it's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place, so you stop just managing your money and start building wealth. When I started using Monarch, I realized how much I was spending on food delivery. Now I budget smarter and save more. Instead of juggling multiple apps, you can use Monarch to check your financings, track spending, and even plan long-term goals. Managing money with your partner is smoother than ever. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year. Shoot, Levi, I thought we were going to be a playoff contender this year. I'm not giving up on that either. Houston got swept at home to the Giants. The Giants are playing great ball as well. Texas looks good. We're 3 games out. I'm not quitting on this year. I mean, I still think we're a playoff contender now. I really do. I think we're a hell of a team. We're better than we were last year. There is just a stinky, crappy, shitty, excuse my language there, vibe in Sacramento, at least for the games I went there. And I don't know if it was the vibe or that the A's were just never in a game. One of the two. So it seemed like there was more Cubs fans there, but then again, the Cubs were the only team doing anything as well. So I don't know. It was just rough, man. Overall, it was just rough. I mean, here's the pitching was just terrible, man. The pitching was so bad. Here's our stats right now for some of this for the year. Joey Estes, 1 game started. He pitched 4 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 13.5 ERA. Leclerc has looked awful. 2 1/3 innings, 11.57 ERA. McFarland hasn't looked great, 7.71 ERA. Noah Murdoch, after that first outing, was awful on opening night again, but that was in a blowout. His ERA is over 20. Severino had a great first outing. He hasn't looked good. The new left-hander we just signed had his first outing today. Wasn't great, got hit hard. 1 in an inning, 1 1/3, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 walk, 1 K. Just tough, man. It's just tough. Yeah, actually, Alamo Ball, I actually wrote some notes on it. 35 runs is the most the A's have given up in a 3-game series to open up the year in the history. 35 nines over 3, the most runs ever allowed in their first home games of a season. That breaks a record that stood for over a century, dating back to 1922. 35 runs in 3 games. Let that sink in for a second. Here's another crazy note. The Cubs' offensive explosion is similar to the 2009 Yankees. So remember, the Cubs gave up 37 runs in their first 3 home games, the Yankees did in 2009, but went on to win the World Series. And that's similar to what the Cubs did in their first few games against Arizona. So something, I don't know. I sure hope you're right. I sure hope you're right. I felt like the Cubs had 3 months. Yeah, no, it was crazy. Suzuki's home run was nasty. That was the nastiest, his second one, over the right field fence. I don't care what anybody says. Now, I was looking for some proof on Baseball Savant of how many homers would get out and so forth, and I couldn't find any real good ones. The only one was, like, for example, Jacob Wilson's home run on opening night. That would not have gotten out of any other Major League Baseball park. Suzuki's, I believe, would have gotten out of 20 parks. So, including Sutter Health. But I don't know. It's just brutal. Yeah, long way to go. Yeah, no question. And that's why my big concern with the Colorado series is not necessarily, are we going to win? Are we going to sweep? We got to bring some energy. There's got to be a little bit more of togetherness. There's got to be a little bit more of competing. That's something that we did not have this series whatsoever against the Cubs, man. And they just ran right over us, man. I mean, like I said, that lineup is legit from top to bottom. That's a very, very good lineup. But their pitching isn't anything special, and then it's nothing that we should have gotten dominated by 26 runs in the whole series. And it felt like we didn't have good at bats. We weren't patient up there. We tried to attack. We took bad approaches, and it was just rough, man. But we have a much needed day off tomorrow. A couple positives. Justin Sterner. Here's a cool little stat, guys, for Justin Sterner, who really wasn't expected to make the opening day start. So far, he's an unsigned free agent. Excuse me. Yes, he was an undrafted free agent we signed in November. 3 games, 3 1/3 innings, 4 Ks, 2 walks, no runs. Here's his stats, including spring training. 14 innings, 21 strikeouts, 5 walks, no earned runs, excuse me. That includes spring training. He didn't allow a run in spring training and still hasn't allowed one now. I mean, the guy is pretty darn impressive so far. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Second series of the year. Like I said, so I'm not concerned about the result. Sweeps are going to happen. The energy was shitty. The energy and the competitive type of deal that I saw coming in with this A's team wasn't there. And that's what I'm more disappointed in. I know, but does that help us or them, Bamboo? Does that help us or them? Does Sevy in spring struggle with Cubs salvage Estes? Not sure what kind of leash Kotsay has on that 5th spot. Mitch is terrible right now. It ain't going to be Mitch. It's not going to be Mitch. Mitch has gotten shelled every single time he has taken the ball. He had one good outing in Seattle, game 2, but Mitch has looked awful. It ain't going to be Mitch. It's gonna be somebody like a Jacob Lopez, maybe a Hogan Harris. I think the bats are juiced with those torpedo things. Now I don't think the bats are the ball's juiced. I just think when you're throwing baseballs like they're softballs, senior, they're gonna get hit. What'd you think today? Cold, kind of dead, kind of like the first couple games, senior? Yeah, you're right. Early, you're right. It's not doom and gloom. But geez, guys, this 9-game stretch, if we don't have it figured out as far as just competing, I mean, we could be looking at 4-12, easy, no question about it. We got to figure that out. So we'll see. Colorado's huge. Again, let's compete in Colorado. Friday, we're gonna go Bideau on Friday, JP on Saturday, and I'm sure he's gonna go right back to Estes on Sunday, day off, and then we got 1, 2, 3 against the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday against the Padres, and we'll have Sevy, Springs, and Bideau against them. Can you do live game reactions? So like kind of like do a like one of those Manning casts, but with like 3 million less people watching? Is that what you're talking about? He's biased. Yeah. Senior, I'm with you, man. I'm with you there. It's I'm not gonna lie. It made it for me. It made it a lot less fun with all the haters and that sort of thing. And that's why I was saying earlier, I wish they just went to Vegas. I don't know about openly cheer. That's hard to say. There wasn't a whole lot to cheer for either. But yeah, there was a lot of negativity. 100%. 100%. I tell you this much: Sac keeps this up, they're not getting no expansion team. That's for sure. Yeah. Yes, I want to. That's the word. I want to see some fire as well. I want to see some competitiveness. I just want to see some downright. Just let's get after it a little bit. That's what's more important to me than the actual result. Let's get after it. And if we do that, we'll be right on the. We'll be okay for the year. But yeah. Disappointing, man. Maybe I'm the bad luck guy. You know, it seems like every time I go to a game, it's a bad result. So, you know, I'll take some responsibility. But, you know, shoot, I was expecting. And it's an hour and 40-minute drive for me. And I just come back from traffic on the way back. It's a little over 2 hours. Shit, screw that. Anyway, guys, yeah, if you want to see like a live game reaction or a live feed and you guys want to join or whatever it is, I'd be more than happy to do that. I'm going to post this video and this show and shoot me a comment. If something you guys want to see, I have no problem doing that. Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding, huh? 4-0 in game 1, game 2. Hey, at least they waited until the second inning today. But take care, guys. Have a good night, huh?